my man Joker, baby. Rick Ross. Look at my man. Oh, he looks good. He looks real good. That is hard, dude. Dude, he looks scary as fuck. He looks real good. Rosie! Forgive me for my wrongs. I have just begun. Oh my god. What I need to talk to you guys about a little bit is Jared Leto's interpretation of the Joker. From what I've heard, there's been a lot of problems with, like, people have not really particularly liked his interpretation. It's weird because, you know, for every comic character, especially legendary comic book characters, you are going to have that sort of problem where people are not sort of familiar, and especially coming off of a highly successful trilogy like The Dark Knight, and specifically the Dark Knight movie with Joker's, Heath Ledger's interpretation. There's going to be some sort of problems. People are always going to have some sort of issues. And the way I stand on this Joker, what Jared did, I loved it. I actually, look, aside from, well, the tattoos, and we all know whose influence from Frank Miller's comics that was. But aside from all the tattoos and shit all over his face and all over his body, trying a little too hard, if you just look at what Leto was doing, the way, in the short amount of time he was in Suicide Squad, did he, A, make you feel uncomfortable? Yes. Do things that were funny but weren't really supposed to be funny but ended up happening anyways? Yes. Did you laugh at those fucking jokes or funny things and you're like, wait, why am I laughing at this? Oh God, I'm a horrible person. Yes. If that's the case, then that was the perfect Joker for you. That's what, for me, Joker has always been. And I know there's different versions of him out there, but the one I specifically know of the most, that has been the most dominant sort of character in the comics, has been the guy with the gang squad, has territories, and it's always been specifically with Gotham, especially if you've ever played Arkham Knight or any of the Arkham gangs. It's always sort of been that way. Penguin has a gang, Two-Face has a gang, the Joker has a gang. Generally, those three are always, and then Black Mask as well. A lot of those characters are always fighting over territory. And I always thought that introduction to the Joker in the beginning, in the club with Common, and him shooting Common was perfect. I was like, this is fucking great. I mean, it was a little weird, the little cuckold stuff that he was doing. But there's also a lot of inspiration taken from the Joker hardback. If you get a chance, I highly suggest you read this story. And it's from, I apologize if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but it's a team of 100 Bullets, and that's Brian Azzarello or so. Great story. You could see a lot of influences were in there, in that particular movie of Suicide Squad, because there's a lot of really, really good scenes with Joker's drug addiction, the fact that he kind of needs Harley around to help balance him out, and like he's really fucked up without her. They touched on that just a little bit in the little amount of time they had. They did touch upon it when he was all fucked up and zonky on his right hand man, who's also in the comic, the graphic novel. He's like, where is she? It sounded like Batman and shit. He was like, where is she? Like that. He was really fucked up. But that's kind of the way that particular Joker is. Really fucked up and drugged out and just laughing shit off half the time. So I really like what Leto brought to the table. Maybe part of it is because I'm a huge fan, or I used to be a huge fan of Marilyn Manson. So I really do like kind of like this Iggy Pop, Marilyn Manson inspiration. On top of that, um, just the awkward, the uncomfortability that this Joker brings. You know, we, and for those that really had a problem, I also wonder what what sort of Joker were you looking for? That's the other thing. You have to think about what they're doing in this DCEU. And they have made a lot of mistakes, a lot of bad character interpretations and such. But I feel like, given what sort of setup and what Leto had to work with, and with the ridiculous tattoos and such, I think he did a damn good job with the time that was provided on screen. So I'm looking forward. I hope he comes back. I understand if he doesn't come back, but I certainly will miss his particular character, his version. I think it worked really well for me. Every time I see him on screen, I feel uncomfortable, and I think I feel like if I met him in real life, I would be one mood swing away from getting shot in the head like Common. Like, and I think that if that's not Joker, then I don't know what else is. Like the unpredictability. Do you guys understand? Red Dreaded Nation, stand up, speak up. If you liked this video, I'm glad. We're always doing reactions, but on top of that, we have some vlogs, lifestyle videos, a lot of stuff coming up on Suicide Squad, if or before this video. Lots of different videos for you guys to check on this channel. It is quite a variety channel. It is Red Dreaded Entertainment.
All my friends